Alright. Another night alone. Yeah. Not quite sure yet what I want to talk about. I'm trying to get this thing to stop from squeaking, but I think it's alright. Alright. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I didn't actually do that. I thought I did, but I didn't. And then I did. I don't like... I mean, it's nice for that, to be honest, because these things are quite... Oh yeah, I just have to do this. Oh yeah, and for that you actually need it. You just have to avoid these things. And then be quick about shooting it. And there are some crates here that we have to look for. See, I don't actually need it. For this one, I also would advise using it. You see? You can just stand around and shoot things. But I also feel like, you see, there's still one on top. Maybe I've been missing something. Let's check. Because I've done all of these. Now the question is, where's this one? Oh shit. Now I got the chance to look for it again. Sometimes these things are really far away. I think I know how to do it. How far away can I actually reach? That was nice. Saves me the trouble of going back. So sometimes you just have to do things. And wait what's going to happen, right? Sometimes you just have to. That also means I have to leave that one undamaged. Because I think you can go on here. And then you probably have to go back. Because this thing will I'm not super sure now. In a way, it would be almost preposterous to assume that I would have to walk all the way back. That's an interesting one. Shit. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm missing something here. I feel like it's a bit overkill. So it's all the way back, but I think I just have to make sure that I'm not missing something here. Okay, this is the beginning. No, it's not the beginning. This is also not the beginning. Okay, I think I have to go. I'm just gonna start this. Yeah, there's not an awful lot to say at the moment. I've been doing my thing. I'm trying to stay on track. I'm trying to do what I set out to do. And that's a challenge. And now I'm going to pay attention to... Yeah, I'm just going to do it like this now. Cheers. But I actually don't think I missed it. I mean, it's possible that you actually have to walk all the way back. But sometimes I also fail to see things, right? Because I'm just so expecting something. And then sometimes it's hard to say, to focus what is really there, if that what you feel like you want is, you know, kind of avoiding you. And that's then basically bliss, right? I mean, you want something and it's just nowhere to be found. Hey. And then the only way that you can connect to it I think I know how to do this now. No, I actually don't know how to do it. Maybe I know how not to do it. And I'm not quite sure how. I think they're nitro crates. Because there's no way. Okay, I'm gonna leave this one. Cheers. I don't remember that. You know, I've played the third one only. I don't want to say fondly. I think I know now. Yeah. Which is why I'm just gonna continue. Oh shit. Uh-huh. Okay, here I'm missing. Okay, I'm gonna first do the bonus level. Wow. Wow. And once I get that, you see, you know. And now you need the bazooka. Okay. Okay, there was nothing else here. So I already know I have to walk all the way back, which is also where I'm cleaning up after myself. So there's nothing. Okay, now I got that one. Now I simply have to see. There has to be. Oh my god. You see, there's just nothing. That's quite irritating. Because now I know there is going to be. I think it's going to be at the end, and then I have to walk all the way back. And that's going to be a bit of a hell ride. I should never check if I can. No, I cannot. Okay, so keep looking for. These crates. Hey, that was a missile. Oh shit, I didn't see that. Actually, now I'm. Alright. Well, that's just part of the fight, right? I mean, this is the 5th world now, so they just want you to struggle a little. But to me, yeah, I can't help it. I mean, I really like the second one. I'm just doing this because... Check. Yeah. Because I fail to see what else I am able to do at the moment. Oh my god. Well, there's just nothing here. Like, where did I miss this thing? Let's just see. Maybe there is one just right at the end. I assume it might be that way. Jesus, these things. I mean, he's looking super chill, right? He could almost be reading a book in there. But who knows? I don't know why I have such... Why do I have such... I think it's going the other way around. Going? And maybe I need the green crystal. It's possible. Let's just check again. It might be that it's just at the end, somewhere hiding behind that guy. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be playing this if I wouldn't be at least a little bit bored or frustrated. Yeah, I don't want to take chances. I'm actually wondering if this thing will turn around. So I just have to keep running towards him. And there's just nothing. Like, do you see something? I actually don't remember having struggled with this. I mean, I think there's one... Oh shit, I cannot go back. I was strongly, like, really firm in my belief that I was able to go back. Now I have to do the same shit again. But anyway, it's just to see if I missed anything. Shit. Alright, whatever. That was actually pretty stupid, because if I die now I have to walk even further back. But at least I don't have to do... I think there's something that I'm missing here. I know now that they have to be... I just want to make sure I get the crystal. So I have that one, at least. Because there are sometimes these platforms that you have to use. Let's just fuck it, there's nothing here, let's just accept it. I think I just failed to see it. It has to be somewhere. But I'm not sure about it actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this one. Because I suppose it's gonna be a nice challenge. Let's go. And now you also start further in the back. But these things are moving, shit. Which is never a problem. You know, I would like it if they would give you the option to simply... Shit. Why do I keep saying that? Why can't they just say, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna do it again like this. Just gonna ignore all the crates and simply find the fastest way out of here. Which brings me back to my own life, because I'm not sure actually what I'm trying to escape. I mean, literally not sure. I'm not sure where I'm trying to get to or where I want to be. All I know is that this cannot be the rest of my life. I mean, literally. If this is the rest of my life, you know, I may as well just start working for other people. I mean, that's a very empty existence, playing computer games the whole time. And being at home indoors, to me at least, right, it's a very, very, very empty existence. Yes, so just have to start again. It's not really my day. It's not really how I thought it would be like. It's all a little bit different. And all I can do now is just hold on tight and just see to it that I'm going to push this thing to the next level, because everything else would be giving up, if you get what I mean. Wow. Yeah, I have to do that. This level is certainly more difficult than some of the others. Wow. But I'm already on 3rd place, so I think I'm gonna manage. If my anger doesn't overcome me. And sometimes it's quite interesting to see how I fail to get really angry at myself, if you want to call it like this, right? It's like sometimes, you know, I see how one of the, you know, how I die, basically, because I failed to see one of the opponents or whatever. Yeah, that one is alright. Okay, I got that one. Cheers. It's only 20 crates, I mean, it's not too bad. You can certainly manage. I think there is a crate that's just really far away. I think I'm just gonna do this one now for the crates, and then I'm gonna go back to the other one. I still haven't decided about the time trials, but I think I don't want it. I never liked them. Yeah, you have to press at the second. Now I can relax into it, right? Just do my thing. Oh, Nate! Nate! And you can never drive back. Which is super stupid. Because why don't they give me the opportunity to just restart? Or to just die and start from the beginning? Right? There's sometimes these kinds of things where you think it's a little bit weird. Oh yeah, I failed to. I always want to show people, you know, at what time I'm awake, because I think I take pride in that. See, there's always something you have to adjust. It's never just perfect, if you know what I mean. You see, that's now because I failed to press the drive button. It's also hard to remember that you're actually trying. I have massive heartburn. Probably because I've been eating a lot to outbalance getting high from cannabis. Because, you know, it's nice to get high, I get it. But you also have to struggle a lot to, you know, to hold on, if you want to call it like this. Yeah, I don't care. See, I can still overtake him. I was in his wind shadow. Did you just see that? That never happened before. It's so stupid. You know, I know you can save states and then reload them, but I'm actually not sure how to do that. And that's what I'm gonna do with I think I'm still considering whether I should play Mario Brothers or whether I should just do something entirely different and stop playing computer games again. But you also have to understand where I'm coming from. I mean, what's the alternative? Well, the alternative would be to go to the Boulder Hall or, you know, to do other kinds of things. But I also feel like I've done that a lot. I mean, I got kind of sick of going for hikes at the moment. And maybe I was too weak because of my smoking habit. Because that's what you should never underestimate. The way that cannabis impacts you. You know, if you're trying to sedate yourself into being some kind of, you know, more lovely person, then you're missing out on, I would say, what Chris Webby calls male toxicity. Because we have a lot of feminine toxicity, but I'm actually not struggling too hard now, and I'm already on 4th place. But yeah, if you're playing this the first time, it's usually... I know there's... Oh shit. Now let's just hope I'm going... You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, that's so stupid. Anyway. Just move over. I don't even know what that means. You see, I get really annoyed by all these phrases that pop up in my mind because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that. Move over to what? Yeah, I think it's better to simply start to go hiking again. Because, I mean, what am I trying to do here? I'm already in November. And I mean, with recording. So, I'm basically, you know, I've done my homework. And I used to really struggle, but I also realized, you know, I'm not really gonna give a shit anymore. You know, I'm just doing this to advertise my books, basically, and my music, because there's a lot of insights in there, and I'm not really fussed about what I'm doing on here anymore, to be honest, because there's only so much you can give for free in really high quality. And since I don't like the idea of, or I never liked the idea of making money with YouTube, because that would mean I would have to use advertisements, but you know, at the same time, what I also think, right, if somebody wants to listen to my music on Spotify and they don't have a premium account, you know, they're gonna have advertisements as well. So I think, you know, I'm not sure how this works on YouTube. If you would monetize each video by itself, or if you would have to do it in a different way. So I'm not... Oh shit. Now it's gonna be the same fucking... I'm not quite sure about this. I know there are people that make money by playing computer games, but there's always the chance that they actually get sponsored, and that they basically pay for the right to do this. I'm really not sure how I feel about this. I do feel like I could do with some support, because there's a lot of work to be done. But at the same time, I also feel quite confident, because there's a lot of independent labels, right? So I use Amuse to distribute my music to all the streaming services. It's 20 euros per year. And then they get a percentage of what my streams would earn them. Which I'm not quite sure how that actually works. But I'm also not really concerned, so I think all I have to do now is to simply trust in what I have created, because when I look at the amount of albums that I already have, you know, 25 or 26, that's an insane amount of music. And the only way I was able to do that, because I never asked anyone for anything, right? I just did it. And it's not entirely true. I did one album called something love. You know, I did use, I don't want to say, you know, that's what you have to do, but a friend, you know, I convinced him, he had some MDMA, and I know he always has good things. And I said, give that to me, please. And he was reluctant at first. Okay, wait. Shoots and letters. I mean, maybe I should just take the jump. I don't want to take the jump. And so he gave me that. It's not something I recommend, it's just something that happened. And I do realize that sometimes psychedelic substances can help you to push through your fear. But I also know how empty and depleted you feel after taking these substances, which is why at the moment I'm really trying to stay away from that. Because if I consider myself in a position where I would be with a woman and children, and I'm stuck on using psychedelics to feel good or to work with my fears, then I'm just an addict. And it's true, I know that. And I was on the verge of buying a crate of beer, and then I said, yeah, fuck it, you know, I can better invest that money into going to the Boulder Hall. Because 10 euros for a crate of beer, that's one time going to the Boulder Hall. And I think that's a better investment. Plus smoking, you know, I told you that I have been smoking this HHC simply because I felt like, you know, I need something. Okay, fourth. But to be honest, this stuff is quite shit. Like, it's very unnatural. It does make you high, but it comes with a cost. But, you know, there's also no point in simply saying that it's terrible, because in a way it also helps me. Or it did help me. But especially smoking with tobacco, you really gotta be kidding me. Like, I'm not sure what this means. Take a hike. Yeah, it keeps saying that. What does even take a hike mean? You know, where am I supposed to take the hike? I'm not really sure what it means to anything. There's nobody here. You know, I'm here alone in this apartment, and I hear things that are being said on my inside, right? I hear this on my inner self. That's not like, you know, I'm not losing my shit. I feel like I'm just open, and, you know, sometimes I'm just trying to ignore what is being said. I really don't want to hike at the moment, because I feel like it's boring to do it on my own. But I also have the feeling I don't want to take the camera. Simply because, I don't know. I mean, that's all the choices when you basically say I'm kind of doing this for a living, I'm self-employed. I mean, you have to find a way. Because I've seen people that do this kind of online thing, and then they play computer games and they produce their content, but they feel so lonely, like literally so lonely. Maybe I have to boost myself with these things. Now, I'm not saying I have to, but maybe sometimes. Yeah, I certainly have to take this thing. But at least I know now. Yeah, I don't really understand. You know, I don't want to be... I think I can do it like this. I can... Because I didn't take anything spectacular while I was doing all these other albums. I took once this MDMA, and the rest of the stuff I simply did like this. I mean, I drank coffee for sure, but I also felt like it, and at the moment I don't really feel like it. I feel like I just have to get back on track. You know, I just have to keep doing my thing. Wow, it's very cute. Well, here it doesn't matter, you know. You know, I feel like I just want to do my thing. And I have no dog that gets me to go outside. I have no... I feel like, I mean, I have friends or people I sometimes hang out with, but I wouldn't go so far as saying, you know, I mean, usually when I call them, they just don't have time. And maybe they just want me to first earn a living with what I'm doing, which is what I'm trying to do. And you could even say, just to be fair to myself, that I am already earning a living. Whoa! I don't know if I got that one. Yo, okay, I'm glad I continued. But it gave me no sign. Yeah, now he's exhausted. Yeah, I mean, you can always have an excuse. You know, I have to take this, I have to take that. But I'm not a beggar. I mean, I can pull my own weight. Nice. If I have to. And that's what I'm doing at the moment. I just say, hey, you know, that's just how life is at the moment. Right? I have certain things, other things I have not. And that's all there is to it. So if I don't have something, if somebody would come and give it to me, that's a totally different thing. You know, if somebody comes and says, here, have some weed, and I'll say, alright, thanks. You know, that's a totally different... Hey, he got all the way back there. Or here, you know, take this. You know, I would take it. But I don't want to, like, force people to give me things. Because that only makes you angry, right? Because they may not give it. But at the same time, if you see, right, I mean, how much I also help some people. You could say, hey, you know, why don't you give me this? Because I could use it. Oh, wow. And now I'm, you know, this is how much time it took me to open up to playing this game again. Sometimes it's almost crazy. Whoa, shit. That's a new one. Sometimes it's really crazy what you have to do to get others to give you something of what they have. And I've been working hard, but nobody really gives me anything. Maybe sometimes you have to ask, but I actually don't. I really don't want to. Because asking, yeah, I'm just gonna do this now. I'm just trying to be as independent as I can be. And that's a challenge. Right? So instead of going to people and saying, hey, I really need, you know, please give me some drugs or MDMA, you know, if you hear, whoa, shit! Oh, okay, that was... If you hear Chris Webster talking about his usage of Adderall, I mean, he's just clinging to the idea that he has to have something in order to do what he does. And there's absolutely a possibility that you can simply stop taking these kinds of medications. Because the only reason that you're taking them is because you feel safer with them, because you've been led to believe that, you know, you're dangerous or something, right? That you have some kind of disorder. And the way I see it, I mean, if you would spend time with me and you would put me, you know, bring me to a psychiatrist or some kind of doctor, and I would say, right, I feel like I have this, you know, I cannot concentrate, or as a child, you know, in school, I'm glad I did that. Shit. Right, let's say you've been in school and wait, which way am I going now? Am I going back? Just have to quickly check this now, because people were clearly under the impression that I had some kind of disability because I had trouble to concentrate. But the thing is, I just have a very short concentration span. There's something really weird with this level. Okay, now I got that one. Fuck! Where am I going with this? Hey, that was interesting. Because I just... Oh, he just bounced me off. What? Isn't it just a flying carpet? Shit. Why don't you see them? Because before I did it, I just saw them. I don't like this level, to be honest. Alright. You know what? I'm not sure. I feel a little bit confused as to what I'm supposed to do. But I really think I just want to make music without using anything special. And I think what you have to accept is that you are already special. And you don't need anything from anyone. You can just do it, right? Simply because you are you. And if you want to do something, then you can do it. And basically my motto in life is never give up, which is a heartfelt lesson. Because also pain in the ass, right? You always have to struggle, but that keeps you alive. Scheiße, ich hab keinen Bock mehr. I really don't like this game anymore. Maybe I need something, right? But that's the problem now. Maybe sometimes you really do need something. Right? Maybe... Because sometimes if I don't drink coffee, I just don't feel like myself. I mean, I just feel like there's something weird, and that's why I absolutely understand why who is Webster? Does take substances. But what I really think is that if you have a good woman in your life, you don't need shit. Scheiße. I mean, if you have a good woman in your life, all you need is devotion and saying, you know, I'm gonna push this thing through for us so that we can be together. And a woman never feels safe in the arms of a man that has to use substances to be, you know, whatever. And that's the truth. I also feel like at the moment substances just drive me insane. I mean, I just want to see, I want to get back to, you know, not hearing all of these voices that I think I'm hearing. Oh, that was the only one. Alright. Now I have to do that again. Whatever. Just lost 10 lives. I mean, it wasn't even that hard. It's just that I'm not really paying, you know, I'm not really focused. Which is only half a truth. But it is like this. Smoking and taking anything at all just destroys your focus. And if you rely on substances for your focus, then you will never learn to train your mental abilities without these things. Well, at the same time, of course, you can learn certain lessons with cannabis. And I have learned a lot about focus and meditation with cannabis, but I also realized that, right, if you keep doing it, it always keeps you in this state of dependency, which I don't like to be in. So also, if it comes to love, right, the dependency for love from a woman, it's better to just have love and give love than to constantly suck up to somebody else. And, you know, I've been listening a lot to Terence McKenna and Ramdas, and Ramdas was basically stuck at a guru, and Terence McKenna was stuck at plants. So, you know, it's always your choice, but I feel like it just leads to an empty existence, because in the end you're just gonna stay at home, take your psychedelics, and do crazy shit. But you're always gonna do it alone. Because the mushroom always has to be considered also as some kind of spirit. Are you kidding me? You know, I'm just eager to get this thing through, which keeps me motivated. But I also wish it would be different on many levels. Like, I don't want to do this job no more. I mean, I want to do it in a different way, right? You know, I don't know if I have to stand on a stage, or, you know, if I can just engage with people. Yeah, I fucking hate this game now. I don't know, it just got boring. I mean, I just realized how how bored I was as a child. Because I was basically never allowed to really do what I wanted. Plus, I wasn't really, you know, it's not that I wasn't allowed, it's just I wasn't really given the options. And then I also was always depending on the motivation of my parents to support me in becoming strong. Wow. And sometimes I even had the feeling, you know, that my mother especially was actually trying to keep me weak and by her side, because she was jealous. You know, I still was a kind of a lively kid and I got along well with my mother, and my brother was more like the daddy child. Well, also never really liked my father in that sense, you know, I like him, but yeah, it's not really, you don't have to be real friends with everyone. I mean, you can be friendly towards each other, but you don't have to spend hours talking with each other, you know, that's what I feel. You know, it's enough if you're just there. And that's what I'm trying to do sometimes. You see, I learned my lesson. That also makes sense. So, yeah, I still don't quite get it. I think I'm just waiting for someone, which I know. Yeah, you can just do it like this. But you're not gonna reach all the way to the end. So I feel like at the moment I'm just waiting, right? I'm just trying to relax a little. I'm trying to get used to also spending time at home. It's not so much about spending time on my own, it's just being at home and staying productive. And then to just work from one job to the next. You know, now I've got my job and it's, you know, I knew it would happen. Yeah, I really need no friends. If I'm like really with a woman, you know what I realize? Because you have that stupid bazooka now. They got rid of this thing. So, right, there's no way to... why do they have to do this? Like now I literally have to destroy all the nitro crates with the bazooka. So now you've got a tool, but it also means more work. Let's just see if that's gonna... Nah. Just do it again. I'm really not my best mood today. For whatever reason. Why am I doing this again now? Because you did a sloppy job the first time you did it. Cheers. It's really... That's actually a quite interesting cliche, right? It's like... mummified. Yeah, this time I have to do this myself. I really don't want to be super dependent on substances. I think I can really say that. Cheers. Just gotta do her from here. Do this from here as well. Hey, that was interesting. Let's see. Well, at least I know the drill now. Let her live. I don't know what it means to live. Question, do I have to do this again now? I think there were no crates. Zack. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think sometimes you just have to say what you need, right? And I would say it's not okay if you made some kind of, you know, let's do this together bargain, right? You know, husband and wife kind of thing. You know, I think that it's only, I don't want to say fair, but I would say at least, I mean, there shouldn't be it shouldn't be about that's what I feel. It shouldn't be solely about, yeah, I need this and you need that. And what do we need? You know, it's also what can I give you? And if somebody's just unwilling to give you anything, well then ask yourself, maybe they're just not it. And that's what I have real trouble to accept with this woman, right? I just have trouble to accept the fact that she simply is not it. I've never had that before. You know, I was always, at one point I simply let go. And now I have the feeling, right? I'm saying that in a way with air quotes, that I think I just have to move on from this and say, fuck it, you know. There's just no way I can see this ever becoming a reality. And you know, like, I'm really I'm really saying that, you know, what's this about, you know, go to the cinema, eat popcorn, for instance. But the problem I have that I go there once and I eat popcorn, then, you know, how does that help me? I'm just gonna make X for sure now. You know, how does that help anyone? If you know what I mean. I mean, I'm gonna use money for something that's just gonna give me a sugar rush once. And that's it. I mean, there's nothing else to be gained from that. It's just, you know, one-time sugar rush. While going to the boulder hall actually makes me stronger. And that's what I'm trying to choose at the moment. I'm just trying to choose the things that make me strong. And so sure, I get it. Wait a second. No. I just thought I had a breakthrough, but... Oh, I destroyed that one. Interesting. I really don't remember. And it's the easiest way of phrasing that. I mean... Am I missing something here? Um... Ah. Now let's see if my... There was nothing there as well. I think there's only one way of figuring that one out. And it's by just seeing. Let's just see. Yeah, we don't quite get it. But I think there's a certain purpose to the things that happen in your life. Sometimes you just have to accept that. Which is sometimes the hardest thing in the world. You know, if you like something and you want something and you ain't got it, then are you gonna run towards something else? Or what are you going to do? Okay, let's see where that's gonna bring us. Sometimes I'm really... oh wow. I mean, I like that one because I actually made the whole world green. Yeah, just make sure. It's like they put it on purpose. Too far away to shoot it. And maybe there's a crate here that I should not miss. That just reminded me of Crash Team. Ah, here you see? That was the one. And now I can get these other crates. So it's good that I left them alive. You know, at least I managed to see this far. Alright. That was this. And, you know, maybe somebody just wants to look you in the eyes. Maybe it's about that, right? And I feel like there's only one woman that I want to look into the eyes. So now you have to make sure just nothing. Oh shit. Now I have to take care. Plus there's not going to be another... You know, I really like the serious Edge Runner, Cyberpunk Edge Runner. I already said it, in the end it was a bit overkill, but I just love this love relationship, and he actually, right, I mean, he wanted to provide for them, for both of them, but he was just too much in that fear kind of thing. I mean, I would have liked this to be some kind of happy ending. Oh, now we can see if that actually gets back. Ooh. Sack. Now I've got balls again. Because I got 2 crystals. when you press it, you know, they come up. They look like balls. Now let's see. I got those. I got those. And what's this? Oh wow, that's Coco. No, that's me. Okay, let's just do this because you know, I like this one better. The other one looks too much like, no, I don't know. Yeah. So this one is much harder. Because you have to actually, well, I'm not sure about this. I mean, because they move, right? And you have to destroy both. Which I think is possibly preposterous. Not really. Yeah, I'm certainly going to... There's only 11. Fucking... Just constantly shooting. Now I just have to stay alive. Stupid game. I'm just saying it. How I'm feeling it. You know, this is not how I want to spend my days. But just for completing it, I'm going to make sure, you know, that I'm going to do the whole thing. And what I also realized that producing content is really hard work. And it's also something that I find is emotional. You know, it's something that needs a lot of focus and attention. And I mean, why I say also the relationship with my father is a bit like stony is because for most of my life, you know, he's just been trying to tell me how to do things. Because he thought he knows it better, right? And that's what I don't like about being brought up by him. And a lot of men are like this, and women as well, right? They think, yeah, I'm older and children know nothing. Well, that's only because they basically know nothing about spirituality, and that, you know, children sometimes know more than their parents ever will. Wow, that was crossfire. Holy crap. Well, at least he paid for it. Right, and I've been hammered by a lot of stuff from my family during my time here on Earth. Fuck! manage that. I'll never say that. You just don't want to do it again. And I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to contact anyone. Right? I mean, if you want somebody's love, how much do you actually have to convince them? Right? I mean, how much do you have to say, keep saying I love you or what? You know, I don't actually know, you know, how anxious can a woman be? Right? I mean, how insecure can somebody be? But there's surely a reason why somebody stays away. And because she just says nothing, and I just constantly keep sending her messages, you know, I'm sometimes afraid the police will come. And then I think, yeah, I don't think so. Because she could just tell me, you know, stop. But apparently she doesn't want that. And that's a hard one to figure out, simply for the fact that I've also never been in such a situation. Yeah, that was a good one. And I don't know anybody who's been in such a situation. Maybe, I mean, not in this particular situation, where you kind of... Oh, Jesus. Let's just do it. Where you love each other, or you think you love each other, and you feel it, but you just can't see each other. And it's actually not quite true. I've met someone in Africa, but I don't know what came out of this. Right, where she had a relationship and we did spend time together. And maybe I'm just repeating myself. But that's alright, at least for myself. Haha, you know? Fuck it. Now you also have to be careful not to lose the light, right? Also with this one. You want to take it just when that opened. Plus I don't want to do it again. Oh, there's a blue crystal missing. It's always just a little bit frustrating. I didn't see any holes here. Oh, wow. What's the purpose of this? I mean, it's nice, but... I mean, I'm smiling, but at the same time, it's also a little bit... What? That was a better way of doing it. Because the other one is a little hard to control, if you know what I mean. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just because your parents did it in some way doesn't mean that you have to do it in the same way. And if you meet each other and you know you like each other, and it's like, okay, right, because we're always talking about a feeling. Now I have to assume that's pretty stupid. I just see nothing. ask me how that worked. So you also have to get used to sometimes walk through the darkness of your own uncertainty. And that's what I've been doing for some time now. Wow. Wow! Okay, that was actually quite exciting. You see? Now it's there. And I even got that. Interesting. You know, that was surprising. Surprisingly easy. And now comes the last... It's not the last, I think. There's actually an extra world after that one. Oh shit. That's a hard one. Well, I have 55. 5 is the number of truth. Let's see. That one's really annoying. You know, that's... Fuck. But it's nice, right? It's like... You know, that's when you smoke tobacco, for instance. It's probably more like Cortex. Wow. And they're really going all out on this one. Oh shit. When he threw those, I should have attacked him because his shield was down. I only saw that later. Yeah, how am I supposed to get there? Because I have no time to stand around. Oh my god. Yeah, there's probably a point of talking about pornography always. You know, I just simply switch to occasionally watching videos. Now I got it. Oh yeah, check. Occasionally watching videos. Occasionally watching pictures of sexy women that I like. But... And it helps me to push through to a certain degree. Yeah, thank you. And he didn't even lose a life, if you know what I mean. Oh, I jumped into that thing. I think I shouldn't have done that. So I just started at the beginning again. That was interesting. So I think as long as you feel okay with it, wow. I remember. That was it. I forgot. This is going to get... Look, now he's angry. That looks super nice. You know, whatever you want to say about it. Maybe it's not as hard as I thought. Where are they going? Cheers. Okay, one more time. Now they're probably gonna... Whoosh. Because you don't know. Wow, this is like... Wow. I don't want to do this anymore. So, you know, I'm just going to stay away from men. I just chose that. Because men just use me. And the thing is, you know, just think about the energy of, you know, I've been given substances by... I don't actually think he's really a friend of mine. I think he's just really using me. And so if he gives me a substance and I make an album with that, then the experience I have is that, you know, he will pride himself that I only managed to do this because of him. Yeah, I'm done. Sorry, I just fucking don't want to do this anymore. You know, I'm really sick of playing games. You know, this is as far as I'm gonna go with this. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. You know, this was almost the end of whatever. You know, just keep yourself busy. Do something different. Create, maybe. Do crochet or something. I think anything's better than wasting your life with computer games. Cheers.